Hey guys, it's me, and I'm doing an outline on Chapter 4, Endocrine Responses to Resistance Exercise. After completing this chapter outline, you will be able to understand, explain, describe, and develop some new things. Every cell and function in the body is constantly influenced by hormones. Hormones travel 24/7 through the blood to control and regulate reproduction, growth and development, metabolism and energy production, response to stress, and most important, homeostasis. Basically what I'm saying is we are all being hormonal at this very second. Yes, even you, Blake. Certain hormones just float around to trigger other hormones, aka cascades. But to understand hormones, we need to understand where they come from, aka the endocrine system. The endocrine system supports the normal homeostatic function of the body and helps it respond to external stimuli. It is part of a complex signaling system that affect changes and support exercise demands and recovery. So basically your body has two bosses that are constantly telling you what to do. You have the nervous system and you have the endocrine system that consists of these glands that release specific hormones. Wait, but what is a gland? A gland is a structure that makes and secretes a hormone. Is this starting to make sense now? Don't forget, a hormone can only trigger reaction in specific cells. How does this happen? Anyone? Yes, the lock and key theory. The signal for a hormone is relayed only to cells that express the receptor for a specific hormone, aka the lock and key theory, where the receptor is the lock and the hormone is the key. So I'm sure your question now is, what are the categories of hormones? Well, we have three categories: steroid, polypeptide, and amine hormones. Each of these categories interact with muscle cells in different ways. But for this chapter specifically, we are only going to worry about steroid and polypeptide hormones. So an example of steroid hormones is sex hormones that is produced by males and females by the gonads and adrenal glands. Once a steroid passes through the cell membrane, binds with specific receptors a few times, a new steroid hormone receptor calls for the production of mRNA molecules with code for production of proteins. An example of polypeptide hormones is growth hormone and insulin. Because polypeptide hormones are not fat soluble like their friend the steroid hormone, they cannot cross the cell membrane unless secondary messengers inside the cell activate. Hormones are secreted before, during, and after resistance exercise due to the physiological stress of the exercise. A key concept is that physiological symptoms are sensitive to the needs of activated muscle, and therefore, the type of exercise you do will determine the extent of a given system's involvement. For example, long-term, consistent, heavy, resistant training brings about significant responses that result in enhanced size, strength, and power of trained muscles. Now that we are all a lot older and wiser, let's head to part 2 to keep learning.